Hi. Hi, always. Hi. Now it's freezing and now it's back? Is it... Wait. Is it freezing? Is it freezing? Is it broke? Is it froze? Thank you for the tail pat, Peter Jojo, and the head pat. It's good. Okay, was it freezing there? Not so close, please. Zoom out too close. I wanna get up close and personal on these. I'm invading your space. What do you mean too close? What do you mean? It froze on 22 seconds even after refresh. So that may or may not be a me issue. Closer. That may or may not be a me issue because my internet's been kinda questionable today, a little bit spotty. I never noticed how pretty your eyes are. Yeah, like, look into my eyes, own face. Look into my eyes. Closer? Oh, okay. Okay, we can go a little bit closer. Hold on. Just a touch closer for you. Hi. How are you? Thank you for the head pat, Goldie. Hi. Don't look into his eyes, Omphase. This is how he gets you with the horrification 5G rays. That's good though, right? I can see Bob Ross in him. That is a light reflected. That is not Bob Ross. I am not looking at Bob Ross. I'm not looking at Bob Ross. Hi. How are you today? How are you today, Omphase? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. How are you? Back away. Should I? Wink? Was that a good one? Is this a good wink? This is the best I can give you. Maybe the other eye. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? I'm sorry, I'm actually not very good at winking. I'm not actually very good at that. I'm okay. I got Sooty Pop today. How are you guys? How is your Thursday treating you? What if all of our streams from now on are just like this? You can hear the sound of me playing the video games in the background, but this is all you see. This is all you see. Maybe, how about this, Face? How about this? I'll set it up in such a way that you guys can see the reflection of the video game in my eyes, and that's how the rest of our stream is going to be. What about that? What about that? Would that be a good one, Face? Who's this big hairy? I'm not hairy. I'm not hairy. I'm not covered in fur. That is a misconception some people have about me. Hold on, Face. I'm trying to not have things freak out here as we get back to regular size. My face when I usually have chat up? Huh? You usually just have chat. Wait, you're not looking at me. Face. You gotta look into my eyes. Thank you for the tail pack, Goldie, but you gotta look into my eyes. I've got tacos. Heat wave's killing me. I'm sorry. I'll buy an air conditioner. He keeps teleporting all over the place. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing to like undo all of this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the tail pet, King Mix. Let me get a drink on Wolfies. I am like disgustingly full today. I ate a little bit too much, and I've been drinking so much water that I have felt like nasty today, Wolfies. I felt nasty. Thank you for the tail pet man over here. Let me get a drink though. That's the stuff, Wolfies. Army 35 soup. Why soup? Why soup? VTubing? Nah, we're A-tubing. Audio only VTuber fans. Where are we at? Those are called DJs. Those are called radio personalities. They have existed for a very, very long time. Thank you for the head pack, King Max. Someone post a soup emote. Do you guys have soup emotes? Wow, look at this fat head count over here stuffing his face. I'm tiny. You gotta realize that one face. If I have like, I don't know, if I have like a single like fast food size burger, that's way too much for me. 1025, the dog. Obnoxious soundboard sounds. We'll have like of like glass shattering, and then of like an old-timey car. What else? We'll have just like the chains rattling in the background, and it'll be like and then howling. Ow! Like that. Awooga noises. Yeah! What do you think, Alphys? Would you listen to my radio station? It'd be pretty good, huh? It'd be pretty good. There's your Awu, by the way. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, okay? Haru is soup. Are you channeling the Ask a Ninja guy? What is Ask a Ninja? What is Ask a Ninja? I missed the Awu. Awu face. If you want the Awu, you gotta be here fresh. You gotta be here early. You gotta tune in for every stream. You never know when an Awu is going to jump scare you. Okay? Ask a Ninja mention? Wow. Haru, Ask a Ninja. I have no idea what you guys are referencing, by the way. Is that like a webcomic? Ask a Ninja is a pre-YouTube video series. The running gag is that all the jump cuts in the video were him dodging stealthy enemy ninja attacks. Huh. Interesting. I still have the first Awu saved. That can be a ringtone on one of these. How about that? How about that? I have never seen this Ask a Ninja. Is this something you old timers know about? I mean, I'm older than all of you, but you know, please don't call me old. Sorry, all of you advanced age human beings. Who remembers Dr. Ninja? Okay, that one's the webcomic, right? I never read it myself. Thank you for the head pat, Goldie. I knew some people who were like very into Dr. Ninja. Hi, here but licking. Have fun. It's always a fun time with you guys. Dr. Ninja was great. Is it like over now? It was just kind of a mailbag vlog from 20 years ago where the guy was in character as a comic book ninja. That sounds kind of cool. I was watching a reacting to old video games video and it was TF2 animation. Wait. They're trying to say that TF2 is old. TF2 is still pretty new. The orange box only came out a few years ago, Alumphys. Right? TF2 isn't that old. Come on, TF2 is kind of old. It's like 10? Right? Something like that? I think? I'm not sure. The Dr. McNinja? Wait, okay, it was Dr. McNinja? Orange Box was close to 15 years. No! 17? Hold on. Let's visit the old Google for this one, Alumphys. When was the Orange Box released? 2007. That's... Oh god, that's nearly 20 years ago. Wow. Doing some important business? That excuse usually means fiancé time, but it means Insomniac Spider-Man 2 right now. I hope you have fun. I prefer not to know about your sex life. But more power to you. If I recall correctly, the website was getting DDoS attacked and taken down several times, and the dude was like, alright, you know what, I'm done, maybe I'll bring it back sometime. I get the feeling he probably never did, huh? That's like 20 years ago? Okay, hold on. Some of you want me to go a little further away, so let's get our today-sized Haru on stream. Crash? Stream? No? Okay, if stream is going to be like this today, maybe I'll just cancel today's stream and sit on the phone all day with Comcast support, cause my internet has been really like troublesome the last couple of days, and oh man, I don't want to have to deal with that. What the heck? The worst part is, that I'm paying for like the super duper gigabit, no upload, download limit thingy from Comcast, and our stream dead. Didn't you say you were uploading videos? No, I am not doing that. I am not doing that right now. Okay. Alright, if that's the case, then maybe no stream today. Oh god. Man. The last time this happened, Alumphys, was whenever I was first getting started streaming, and I was trying everything under my power to fix it. I tried, like, new Ethernet cable. I tried, like, different computer even. I tried, like, new OBS install. I tried, like, everything under the sun, and I couldn't get it fixed, and that was almost enough to make me want to stop VTubing then, because it was like, I would have big, like, over a minute long cutouts at times, and it just went away one day. Just out of the blue. Wait, Haru's ending? Unofficial stream in Discord, let's go. I don't know about that. Haru's totally seeding torrents in the background. I'm legitimately not doing anything. Like, this stream is the only thing I have going. Alright, you said it was the bouncy guy? The what? The bouncy guy? Like this? Is this the bouncy guy? The wolf? Maybe it was the wolf. I'm not sure. I got rid of the wolf and coincidentally that happened around the same time. I totally forgot about the screensaver DVD wolf guy. Oh man, what a blast from the past. Wow. I haven't thought of that guy in like over a year. Holy moly. Okay, I won't phase. Did you see Big Nerd Sam's image from 3 minutes ago? I have not. I'm probably just going to save any, like, drawings or images or whatever until, like, tomorrow if my internet's having an issue today. Before I go, I promoted you amongst friends and communities where it's allowed. That means so much to me. That means so much to me. Although at the same time, I feel a little bit bad because today's stream is probably not gonna work out. Oh man, I don't want to call Comcast at Wolfies. Let me welcome everybody in and then I guess we'll end early. I really hate that. I really hate that. I really hate that. Welcome in, Shiroiga, welcome in Almighty Funk, welcome in Zero Lek, welcome in Valerie, welcome in Peter Jojo, welcome in Howl. Thank you for the head pat, Peter. Thank you for the tail pat, Sigurd. Welcome in Vita, welcome in Pudding Me, welcome in Man Opener, welcome in Sigurd, welcome in Tokai. Welcome in Guy Kazama. Welcome in, did I say Peter Jojo? Welcome in Peter Jojo. Welcome in, welcome in Goldie. Welcome in, King Max. Welcome in, who am I missing? Welcome in Richard Rebuttal. Welcome in Bingo. Welcome in Nuna. Welcome in, Ray. Welcome in Brathern. Welcome in Higa. I am so sorry. I struggle with your name. That's why I always call you Higa. I struggle with your name so much. I am so sorry. Higa Dorinan. God, I am so bad at pronouncing things. Welcome in Thai. And welcome in anyone that's lurking, and I'm sorry, Alonfies. I'm sorry. I don't really like not doing a stream on a given day if I can avoid it, but Comcast things. So, yeah, let me already find someone. Stream's working same for me? Or working nicely for me? How much has it been cutting out? This is going to decide if I actually stop for the day. It's working well right now, working fine for now. Let me know if it does that again. Okay, thank you for the tail pat, guy. There's only once so far. Oh, you guys, you guys were implying it was a couple times. Okay, you had me worried. Twice so far? Comcast is waiting for you to not cancel so it can flick the switch again. Happened a bit when you first came on screen, on and off for a minute or two. There's a thing that Twitch has on their side that'll show like your stability whenever you're, I don't know, doing stuff. The first time I think is a big one. Okay, stream is not canceled, stream is uncanceled. For now. A stream earlier was much worse. Maybe Twitch. See, I was having issues in other people's streams, like on and off throughout like the last few days, and I was having issues with like stuff not loading on Discord and like a lot of different things. Like my phone hasn't been working when I'm connected to my Wi-Fi and stuff. I kind of figured it was a me issue and not a Twitch issue, cause all of those other things have nothing to do with Twitch. I don't know. Someone poured honey mustard on the Amazon servers. Amazon doesn't own Discord just yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if they you know, actually do buy it at some point. So, stream is uncanceled. Stream is uncanceled. How is your Thursday going, Face? How was your Thursday? Tell me all about your Thursday stuff. I apologize for scaring you. I'm sure half the people watching have already left. Works well now, but there was a jump. We'll go for now. My Thursday is going Spider-Man. I mean, good. How is that Spider-Man game? I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. People like the one that was on the PS4, right? I woke up at like 6 and have been drawing ever since then. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. That's a thumbs up, Peter Jojo. I only wish I could be so productive. I ate pizza for breakfast, yeah. I made a pizza today too. I made a buffalo chicken pizza today on one phase, and that's why I'm feeling like way too full. Have a good day. Having a good day, easy work day, and now comfy maxing. I'm glad to hear it. Especially since you worked overtime the other day. I hope you get to take it easy. I hope nothing pops up. The worst thing ever, Phase, is when you think you finally have a chance to take it easy, and instead, like, something pops up unexpected, and it's just like you want to relax, you want to do nothing, you want to take it easy. It's like your weekend or something, and then it's like suddenly your mom's sister's dog's cousin is on fire and you need to go put it out, and then your boss is firing your goldfish for sleeping with his wife, and you gotta be the one to smooth these things out. Story of my life. I hope the goldfish one didn't happen to you. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Should have made a buffalo pizza calzone. I don't know. I typically don't make calzones. I know they're pretty similar. I forget what actually... The distinction between a calzone and a stromboli is... Calzones have, like, the pizza sauce inside, right? Right? I'm pretty sure. I'm a stromboli fan. I don't know. I don't like... Haru, hate to say it, but we just had a third spike. Might be Twitch. Should I just keep rolling, Phase? Should I just keep rolling? Because my internet has been kind of rough. It has been kind of rough lately. My printer ain't printing. Come over and fix it, grandson. I hope at least if you have to do that, you get, like, paid for it or something. Because, like, that's... Every time I always got called to, like, diagnose computer issues or whatnot, it was always like a whole day ordeal, you know. That's every hour with the VTubers. Is this the hardest schizo hour? No! I'm just saying, like, this is how you know, this is how your day off tends to go. PS4 Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2 PS5 are all part of the same series. I don't know what's going to end up happening with those. I am so terribly, like, horribly afraid, Phase, of, I don't want Insomniac to go the same direction that all of these other, like, comic book movie game companies have been going. There have been so many of those going out of business lately, and I love Insomniac. I love Ratchet and Clank, and Insomniac does great stuff. I love them. If they go out of business, I am going to be so sad. It was Monolith recently went out of business, and they were working on like a large scale Wonder Woman game, I think it was. I'm pretty sure, and like they kicked the bucket here recently. But to be fair, I think their last game that they made was Shadow of God, what's the second one called? I think the second one is called Shadow of War, and the first one was Shadow of Mordor. I played Shadow of Mordor way before I ever saw any of the movies, so I've got a little bit of backstory on this stuff. I know about the elf who made the rings and stuff. He's a spooky ghost that lives in your body, but when did, hold on, let me look that up. When did Shadow of War come out? Okay, that was almost 10 years ago. That was almost 10 years ago, I won't face. Shiroga, post the technical difficulties, I won't face. I won't face. I've told you about this before, right? If I'm ever having like any trouble that I need to diagnose, let me see if I can find it. Simpsons technical difficulties dog. I want to get this image here, I won't phase. I want to get this image here, except like maybe with myself assuming the pose, or mayhaps in a wonfy. Mayhaps in a wonfy. Let me go over here. What? It's been 10 years already? Yeah, it came out in 2007, so just shy of 10 years. Just shy. I want to get this with like an Awomfi with the cord in his mouth or something. That'd be cute. That'd be cute, Awomfis. I saw this a while back and I was like, oh man, that is perfect. That is perfect. I don't want to push, but I'll miss you. I mean, I am strapped in, Awomfis. I'm ready to stream. I'm not going anywhere unless I have like big spikes. I need to try to find the Twitch thing that shows whenever you have like outages and stuff. I always forget what that page is. There's like a really particular page that you need to like go out of your way to look for. Please keep rolling. I've been looking forward to this stream. Okay, so anybody who was here for the supposed Doom 3 stream last week, I grabbed Kingsfield instead. I did not play Doom 3. I did not play Doom 3. We played Kingsfield instead because I gaslit myself into believing the stream was Kingsfield. And whenever I saved, I was able to like fire it back up and continue from my same save and everything. Whenever I fired it up today, Awomfis, whenever I fired it up today, it was it deleted my save. It deleted my save. So today's Doom 3? Doom 3 1? Not today. Not today. But, Awomfis, we'll do Doom 3 probably as like our next thing. Is it Down Detector? No, it's a page on Twitch. If you're not a streamer, you will never see it in your entire life. And like I have like I have some screenshots from back in the dark days whenever things would just randomly cut out for like over a minute. I guess based on the story is only one more Spider-Man Insomniac game. If they keep making money, they're gonna keep making them. That's how these things go. That's how they go. Where's the battle pass and $30 skins? We aren't putting those in these games just yet. If Wolverine Days Gone kills Insomniac, I'm taking the war to Sony. Honestly, Awomfis, I hope if Insomniac is going out of business, Sony will buy them out and like bankroll them because they are basically a second-party company at this point. Yo, sourdough pizza. I've never heard of sourdough pizza. That sounds really, really good though. I buy this like local pizza dough whenever I make my pizzas on Awomfis because you have two options. You can either gain massive, meaty, manly forearms from all of the kneading of the dough that you're gonna need to do. You can spend like a year dialing in the perfect recipe for your pizza dough. You can become a master at it and stuff. Or you can instead just, I just buy like the $5 pre-made balls of pizza dough at the store. Sony already owns Insomniac. What? What? Since when? They bought Sony after, they bought Sony after Spider-Man PS4. Okay. I didn't know that. That is news to me. I guess they are a first-party studio now. But that does not surprise me in the slightest, because they were always like, they bought Sony? Wait, is that what I said? Is that what I said? They were always like, they only made Sony console games. As far as I'm aware, I think there was like a Spyro Game Boy Advance game, but I don't know if that was made by Insomniac or not. It was me? Okay. They bought Insomniac after Spider-Man PS4. I'm typoing from tacos. Don't get your, do not get your keyboard all dirty and greasy, please. I beg of you. Not for me. Must be a Twitch issue. I definitely hope it's not going to affect everyone this stream. Hopefully, best case, it just doesn't happen again. That would be for the best. All of WB was tearing itself apart. They own like the publishing rights to DC stuff, right? I don't understand how you can make, gosh, what is it? I don't understand how you can, like, have the license to DC of all things and still, like, flounder and flub things up. I get that their movies have been pretty bad and stuff, but, like, the video games always seemed pretty good. I remember Bam Ham Arkham Asylum. That game was a banger on One Phase. Batman Arkham Asylum is a... That is a... I have no better way to put it. That is a 3D Metroidvania. Like, starring Batman. I love that game. I love that game on One Phase. I did not care for... What was the second one? Arkham City? I did not care for Arkham City, and I dropped the series then. The video games have been getting worse than ever. That doesn't surprise me. I remember hearing, specifically with the Arkham series, people were saying they started to get worse after City, I think. They did, like... What was it? It was like a prequel game, I think, and people said that one was kind of like whatever, and then they did like Arkham Knight, and they were like, no, this character isn't one of the Robins or whatever. Like, they literally just lied to their fans, always. But I heard they did a, what was it? They did like a VR Arkham Asylum, like you're Batman and you have all your gadgets and you gotta like punch dudes in the face, and I heard people say that one's really fun. So I would be interested to try that one out. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is it happening again? Is it happening again on One Phase? Maybe... Down detector, status Twitch. Is it a Twitch issue? Okay, getting the feeling it is not a me issue. Oh man. Okay, let me... Can I pull this up for you guys? Hold on. That's, that's kind of impressive. Hold on. Can we scroll down here? I don't think I actually have a way to scroll down on these. I don't know the use case for these if I can't scroll. Okay, hold on. I'll show a picture for you guys. Hold on, I won't phase. Can I? That'd be a whole thing to say. But click that link if you want. Click that link. I believe in your. I believe that you can click the link. I won't phase. Today is perhaps not a good day to be watching Twitch, unfortunately. But such is life. We have to roll with the punches. They made one Xbox game. Oh man, was it that Recore game? I remember that one was made by some studio that really surprised me. And I think it had like Keiji Inafune behind it or something like. Oh right, it was Sunset Overdrive. I forgot about that. I heard people say that game was pretty fun, but the aesthetic of it was so like so blah, that like I was not even kind of interested in trying it out, you know. Twitch status isn't going to say anything unless the servers go out completely. I feel like honestly, honestly, if a company is reporting that something bad has happened, you know something very, very bad has happened. I feel like no company wants to admit that. You know, I was watching the video on the Awomfi Cord last night of it's Segata Sanshiro's son. He has a son, Awomfi's, and I was thinking the whole time in the third commercial, there was one where oh man, what was it? Mr. Segata Sanshiro says, he says, "Thank you for the follow, Huber too. I hope you're having a nice Thursday. Don't let the Twitch outages keep you down. Don't let the stream breaking keep you down today. That's just a way of life." But in the third video, but by the way, if you're not in the Awomfi Cord, join it. You can watch that video too. In the third video, Segata Sanshiro's like handing down the mantle of like the protector of Sega to his son, and there's a part in it. There is a part in that one, Awomfi's, where he says something like, "Sega has grown far more to become a worldwide international multimedia brand compared to back in my day." And I was like, oh man, they're really trying to soften the blow of what happened. They're really trying to soften the blow there. I feel for them. I feel for them, OOPs. There are two Arkham VR games. Oh, are there? I thought there was only the one. Are they both good? The one that I was thinking of is the one where I think you're legitimately just like beating the tar out of like just regular run-of-the-mill random Batman goons. There's a newer Arkham VR game that's an actual game. Oh, does it just play like the others? Do you have to like, do you do awkward teleporting in it? That's one of my weird like turn-offs with VR is whenever you have it plays like fitness boxing. What is that the one I was talking about where you're just like beating on the goons? But like that's always been kind of one of my turn-offs with VR games. Thank you for the head pat, Atomic Butthurt. How are you today? I'm not a Gyaru dog. I'm a regular heckhound. Hi, Drugco. How are you today? I saw you. I saw you over in Tuna's chat today, and that was actually where I noticed my internet was kind of having issues. That was where I noticed that. But I hope you're having a nice Thursday. But in regards to VR stuff, I have never ever liked the concept of teleportation moving. Like, it feels really wonky to walk around using like an analog stick in VR. That gives me horrible, terrible motion sickness. Like I almost threw up like 2 or 3 times whenever I was playing games where like you're standing completely still in real life, but you're walking around in the VR world and like, oh my god, Always, oh my god, my brain could not handle that. It could not do it. I got so dizzy, I felt like I was going to puke. But at least it's better than teleporting. And I hear if you play enough VR stuff, you will rewire your brain and eventually just get used to it. Twitch status isn't going to say anything unless the servers go out completely. It's very much 2014 sugar rush internet culture aesthetic. It's not that bad though. Yeah, the aesthetic of it like strongly turned me off. Actually, announcing an outage has a bunch of overhead that companies want to avoid if possible. Like what? Out of curiosity, if you can share, Shiroiga. If you can share. If you can't, because it's like in industry secret stuff, I understand. I understand. If Twitch or Microsoft announces something is down, it's bad. Anytime a company tells me they're being DDoS'd at this point, I think they just messed up themselves and want to blame it on others. Legally speaking, I don't know if you can do that or not. I don't know if you can blame, like, your own issues on DDoSing or not. I think that would probably get you in trouble with, like, the law if anybody found out. I'm not positive. I'm not positive. I'm getting hungry. I shall journey to the Forbidden Lands, the kitchen, and scavenge for food. Make pasta, probably. I wish you luck, Peter Jojo. Don't get attacked by raiders, parentheses, your siblings. What Gyaru is that, Pale? None that I have ever seen. None that I have ever seen, Phase. The teleporting is kind of stupid, but I guess there aren't enough people that know how to keep it together while gliding in VR. What is gliding? Is that the name for whenever you're using an analog stick to move around, but you're just staying in place? Like, that makes me so dizzy. That makes me so dizzy, I cannot do that. I cannot do that one. I would love to get another VR headset at some point and do 3D streams with you guys. If I was going to play a VR game, I might actually throw up on stream. I think I saw, Valve is actually working on a new VR headset. It was called, what was the name of that? I forget the name of it. The price point was looking to be like $1,200 or $1,400, I think it was, which says to me that is a good thing. To me, that is a good thing, because it seems like most of the other major VR manufacturers have been trying to scale things down and make current models more affordable to people. But the fact that Valve is making a more expensive model tells me that they are probably still trying to push the hardware forward. And I think if I remember right, it has like full face tracking and stuff. They announced a bunch of features a while back, and was it they announced features, or I was like reading what people wanted? I don't actually remember. I don't remember, but I would love a VR headset that had like full face tracking. That would be great for like so many different applications. That would be great for VTubing. That would be great for like VR chat. That would be great for like, there was this whole big push Phase. I don't know if any of you are in any I don't know if any of you are in like the tech industry or not, but I know some people in the tech industry, and apparently a lot of places after work from home became more common after COVID. A lot of different places were trying to like push this weird like in-office VR thing, and I don't think anywhere was adopting it at all, but like a bunch of companies were like trying to say like this is going to be like the future of work from home for like meetings and stuff like that. And I think honestly, if you had an affordable method to have like full face tracking in a VR setting, that would be absolutely excellent for like long distance telecommunication stuff for businesses. I think that would be a great application for that. Many wolves perished in that fight. Please help make more wolves. Maybe someday if I end up with a loving husband or wife, I'll have as many little heckhound puppies as I can. Please. We'll see. I had a goofy moment in real life after playing a bunch of Super Hot VR where I thought about throwing a box and teleporting several feet ahead of me to catch it. I played Super Hot VR. I never considered doing that. I never thought about throwing stuff to myself. I never played it that way. Super Hot's fun if you've never played it, Fizz. I love Super Hot. Little Gyaru dogs? No, not Gyaru dogs. I'm normal. I'm not like caked up in makeup and stuff. What? Why is third-person VR rare? I can't think of a single third-person VR game. I can't think of even one. There are definitely some cool VR games and stuff. I remember, I think the name of it was like Orbis VR or something like that. There's this one MMO that I heard my friends playing where the whole thing of it is you have like 3 different classes, I think is what it started out with. I don't know if it has more at this point, but they have like a warrior class that's about as you expect. You have to like shield bash things and like hit things with your sword. And then you have the more interesting class where you're playing like an archer and you have to like manually aim your bow and you have to like knock your arrows and stuff. And I think that's cool. And then even cooler than that, and I think I heard this class had a very high skill ceiling to it. There was a mage class where you actually had to draw like arcane enchantment sigils like in the air in front of you to cast spells, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I never actually got to play that game. I think it's probably still running, but I don't look into VR stuff like too often these days because, you know, I don't have a headset. I don't have a VR headset. You gotta pull engineers off of what they're currently working on, and it'll take them time to recontextualize in addition to having to spin up customer-facing communications. So, as a large company, do you usually just kind of like ignore things and hope it goes away until it's a persistent issue or something, or until it starts like strongly affecting your customers? Gonna need VR ninja class that requires you to do hand signs with the controls. That would be so cool! That would be so cool! The government does that all the time. Just don't get found out. I don't think there's a law against it. Lots of internet stuff is still Wild West. Also that, just don't get caught. That sounds so easy though. If like, it's just something you messed up on your end for one of your employees to like blab about it, you know? That's how I describe the analog movement, yeah. I have dreams where I'm moving like that and it's sick. That I would be puking in my sleep at one phase, and I would probably like choke to death on my puke in my sleep. I hear that's how like a lot of people. This is your Haru PSA for the day. This is your Haru PSA for the day. Hold on, I need to get an image for this one. Here we go on one phase. Here we go. Let me pop this up on screen for you. Go over here. Here's your Haru the Heckhound PSA for the day. Thank you for the head pat, Sam. Winners don't use drugs, Awonfies. Winners don't use drugs. Don't use drugs unless they are prescription drugs that have been prescribed to you by a doctor. Hi, Broly. How are you? How are you today? How's your Thursday treating you? And as winners don't use drugs on one phase, you shouldn't be doing that, but I hear a lot of people that use drugs like have an issue where like they can throw up. They can like throw up in their sleep and like choke on it, and that's not good. You can actually die that way on one phase. Prescription drugs, my legally high butt size and release. Yeah, if you're like legally doing stuff, more power to you. You probably need that stuff. Metaverse was always the delusions of out-of-touch corporate overlords. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna catch on. Thank you for the head pat, Sukadri. How are you? Cute, adorable, fluffy as always, Heart. Okay, it's time for our hourly ad break, Elmonfies. It's time for our hourly ad break. Hopefully all of the disconnecting issues are gonna, like, cut it out. That's on Twitch's side, not mine. Don't go anywhere. It's not gonna be better anywhere else. But get up and stretch for me, and we will be back shortly. I gotta go pee. Elmonfies. I love you. I will see you after... Wait, I don't want to set that for 15 minutes. I'll see you after our break. You in there, buddy? Hey, hold on, let me get up real close. Hey, is anybody in there? Hey, wake up, you gotta answer me. Hey, are you there? How are you, Owen Fizz? The one true statement from the FBI. Okay, I have a very important question for you if you were here, Sam. Did you print Haru 2? Is that what I'm saying? Did you literally print Haru 2? Yes? Okay, where did you get a picture of him? Did you just like take it out of my stream? We were never here? If you guys don't know, I haven't updated in a while. I have like a big repository in the Omfi Cord where I have like all of my fan art and stuff. Out of the Discord sticker? Okay, I can provide you with an even higher quality Haru 2. I can provide you with the real deal. The real deal, okay? I was playing the enhanced version of GTA 5. How is that? I think I've seen and heard that it isn't very enhanced. It's not that enhanced. Months old. If somebody reminds me, like post something in the Horror Reminders channel, I will absolutely. It's minus 50 FPS for less visuals. Don't know how they did it. I imagine a lot of the talent at Rockstar has probably left since GTA 5, because I think both of the Hauser brothers have left at this point, and my understanding is like they were like some of the last remaining like old guard at Rockstar, and like they were very much in charge of a lot of stuff that made the games good. According to a lot of people. But if somebody reminds me, leave me a reminder in the reminder for Haru channel. I will absolutely 100% update the art folder today. Okay. Okay, you have to remind me because my butt is forgetful. My butt is forgetful, I won't these. Yeah, to do some wild stuff. Rapidly chanting the instant death spell and sounding like the rap from the final boss theme in Lost Odyssey. Wait, what? Does the final boss in Lost Odyssey have rap in it? I've heard good things about Lost Odyssey. I've never played it. That was by Mistwalker, right? I think? Little dog got big? How? I'm just really close to the screen. Like, I can, you know, lean in. I can lean in really close to you guys, and I'll bonk my head off of the glass. I won't phase. You gotta let me through. You gotta. Don't actually. Let me preface this by saying, don't actually break your monitor, but you gotta let me through. You gotta break the glass. You gotta let me through. I won't phase. Let me into your house. Let me into your house. It's actually Japanese. The final boss of Lost Odyssey is a demonic Latin rap, more or less. Huh. Interesting. I've heard really good things about Lost Odyssey. Speaking of reminders, have you made up your mind on the P.O. Box? I want to get it to you on time. I haven't yet. I was going to look at that this weekend because I haven't really... I don't have like a lot of time in the morning to run to the post office, and I think you can maybe do P.O. boxes online. I'm not positive. Hi, Sanzi. How are you? How are you? And it is pronounced Sons. It is pronounced Sons for everybody that's going to try to correct me. Sorry. Dragon's Dogma 2 required you to channel your spells. Did it? And empower them by inputting button combos during your channeling? But it was also the same combo each time, so people became jet engine fast inputting them? That honestly sounds kind of cool. The VR training room in Tekken 7 is technically third person. Oops. Hold on. Let me get back over... Let me get back here. Still dealing with my back injury? I'm sorry. You're so bad at this, Haru? What do you mean I'm so bad at this? What do you mean I'm so bad at this? I'm a professional at One Phase, okay? I would like to see one of you come up here and read every message directly in a row while also replying to new people coming in. It's tough. It's tough, okay? But I hope your back's all better soon, sons. Back injuries suck. I like, this is obviously not as bad as what you're going through, but like I had this issue like a couple weeks ago where, was that my back? No, that was my neck. That was my neck. I like slept wrong and I could not turn my neck to the left. It was the worst thing ever, Wolfies. I was in a miserable amount of pain, and if you guys were here then, you probably remember, like, I was not, like, looking this way, like, at all that whole time. Thank you for the head patch, Shiraiga. Fingerprints all over monitors. You gotta let me through. You gotta let me through the glass on LCDs, or I guess these days there's probably not a lot of glass in LCDs. Although, if they're called liquid crystal display, does that mean there's a lot of really itty bitty tiny crystals? Does that work that way? Hi Zartan, how are you? It has been like a forever since I've seen you. How are things? How are things? And you're better now? Yeah, my neck is doing great. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing so good. I feel like here recently in the last, like, I don't know, month or so, I have seen a lot of Awumfis that I haven't seen in a long time, like rolling in suddenly, like out of nowhere, and it's kind of wild to me. It's kind of wild. Nice to see you again. It's nice to see you too. Indeed, busy, chaotic, and yet peaceful. I hope more peaceful than chaotic. I don't know. I don't deal with chaotic well. Awumfis, let me ask you a question. This is your personality test for the day, okay? Would you prefer to have, if you can have either kind of day, would you prefer to have like a quiet, peaceful day at home, or would you prefer to have like a busy, active, like you're going out and getting a lot of stuff done kind of day, where like a lot of stuff's going to be going on, a very busy day? Which is your preference? I think for me it strongly depends on my mood for that day. There's a lot of liquid, a lot of crystals, a lot of display. Is there actually liquid in LCDs? I know it's liquid crystal display, but I don't. I've like seen broken LCDs before. I don't think there's any liquid in there, is there? Right? Tough. I like if I can have both. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Like I said, it strongly depends on my mood for me. Lots of stuff done. Sleepy day. See, we have Awumfis on both sides. We have Awumfis on both sides. I prefer to have no debt and have thick savings before I can even begin to think about that. See, that is a go-getter's mindset. Although, make sure if you have extra money laying around, put it in like the S&P 500. That's the good one, right, Awumfis? If I had like a bazillion dollars today, I would want to put that in the S&P 500, right? Right? I don't actually know how this stuff works. Depends on my mood. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Streamer brain can turn the smartest man alive into the famous clown Pagliacci. A streamer goes into the doctors, and he's like doctor, I'm depressed, and I've been having a hard time with my life recently. And the streamer's like, and the doctor's like, you should you should go watch you should go watch Germa on Twitch, guaranteed to make any man smile. And that man turned towards the doctor and said, "But doctor, I am Germa." Hi Aaron, how are you today? How are you doing? I'm sure at some point in the future, Owlfies, once we have like Zoomers becoming doctors, they will probably recommend like, here's my favorite Twitch streamer. Go watch him. Go watch him. I need one of you to become a doctor and recommend me to all of your patients, okay? I think I'd be too guilty about a sleepy day. Yeah, if I spend too much time relaxing, I feel guilty. I like having one busy day for every 2 easygoing days. See, having a balance is good, you know, but the balance comes down to individual preference, because some people, I've seen some people that can do like, they can like go for like a week non-stop and then like take one rest day, or like there's some people where like they can go for like months on end, and they'll take like a weekend break or something like one time, and then they're like go for like the rest of the year, and it's like, that's impressive to me. That is impressive. I usually spend my weekends working on stuff for the stream, but like I'm not going like super duper crazy hard. That's what I use my Mondays for. Mondays are my super crazy hard days. Busy, but when you're done, it feels rewarding to rest. Relaxing at home while getting into video game mischief. I won't phase. Someday we will possibly have the universal basic income, and you will be able to you will be able to buy as many Triscuits as you want while being at home playing your favorite Toho fan game. I know you guys. I know you guys well. I know you like your Triscuits. I know you like Toho. Specifically only the fan games, though. You have never played a mainline game. You're just like me, Owlfies. You're just like me. I opened my retirement today, actually. How did you know? Cause here recently, I was thinking like, if I ever end up with like even $1,000 extra and like I don't have anything I immediately need the money for, I should probably learn how to invest. And like I have a bunch of I have like a Discord full of people. Hi Romans, how are you? Haru has started the 3rd person timer, and so Haru knows some people that are responsible money-making individuals, not like Haru at all, And Haru is like, you know, kind of acquainted with these people, and so Haru asked in there, what Haru do if Haru have money, and the most common answer that Haru got was put it into like the S&P 500, because it's like really safe and also better than what you get on returns from just leaving your money in a savings account or something. Haru doesn't know anything about investing, Owlfies. Haru doesn't know about the magic liquid in LCDs. What if Haru breaks open the LCD and drinks the magic liquid? Romans has been sleeping the whole day? Now Romans is up at 3 in the night. Same as the other day, right? Haru remembers you mentioning 3 a.m. the other night. Or is that just because that's Haru's time? Did you just wake up, Romans? How'd you sleep? Or rather, Shiraiga just likes to have mornings be busy? See, you can even just have that balance in a single day. You gotta work hard sometimes, Owlfies. And if you work yourself really hard during the time that you set aside to be productive, that's just, you're going to enjoy your time more whenever you're in the restful periods, and you're going to feel more satisfied with what you get done. Most likely. Pudding likes the easy stay-at-home days, but more than 2 in a row, and Pudding gets restless. That's understandable. There are some people like that as well. Resting too much can be boring. Who's Pagliacci? Dr. Sex? No, not that one. Hi, Ace Link. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Everybody's made it over halfway through the week. You're almost at the end of the week. Let Haru get a drink real quick. Let Haru have a sippy. Haru is in a really weird spot right now, in between like way too full from drinking too much water, but also feeling really thirsty. So Haru's kind of in between the two. Alumphys, do you ever do that? Do you ever like drink too much water way too fast and like... Okay, Haru has a few times in the past done this thing where like Haru has legitimately drank so much water that Haru makes sloshy water noises, and that's whenever that is whenever Haru is Mpreg. That's what being Mpreg sounds like, Alumphys. No, put money in the global market ETF? What's a global market ETF? This is the first time Haru is hearing about the quote-unquote global market ETF. Haru barely knows what ETFs are. The S&P 500 is an ETF, right? Tokai has to wait a few days for a bank hold to clear before Tokai picks what to invest in. Haru wishes you big returns. Big returns. Big capital gains? Are those the good ones, Alumphys? Are those the good ones? Sure, I thinks that depends on if you love what you do for a living. Yeah, like some people are just doing what they do to get by. Thankfully, Haru gets to be here and spend time with you guys, and this is how Haru makes what little of a living Haru has. Haru does not have an actual income. Haru does not have a traditional income. You know all of these. Well, why do you have that emote? Why do you have that emote, Tokai? Just out of curiosity. Haru is not a fan of that one. Haru does not like that one. Triscuits taste like wicker baskets. Haru's not sure if Haru's ever actually had a Triscuit or not. Hey, Sam played the PC98 ones. Haru has never played one. Too real. Shiroga hasn't thought about Triscuits in decades. They still make Triscuits, right? Right? Hopefully. Okay, there's the third person timer. I've been sleeping the whole day, but now I'm up at 3 in the night. Yeah, my sleeping rhythm is kinda on the neat cycle again. You say the neat cycle, but I am a neat Alumphys, and I like to think that my sleep schedule is pretty good. I usually don't go to bed any later.
I'll invest in the Happy Haru Heart Fund.
Thank you so much, Pudding. I'm not gonna cry this time. I'm not gonna cry this time. I promise I won't cry this time. I'm a big heck hound. I'm a big heck hound, and I'm not gonna cry. Thank you so much. I need to get like a counter, like a bar on screen or something for whenever people donate towards that. Pudding, who are you laundering for? How can I get in touch? You don't want to launder money, Alumphys. That's illegal. That's illegal. I've been saving up for a Steam Deck, but just thinking if I want that or a stronger PC. So I have like some buddies that have bought Steam Decks and stuff, and they seem like generally they like them, but then after they have them for like 2 or 3 months, like they all stop using them. They all stop using them. But thank you so much a million times, Pudding. I think I need to go total everything up. I think we're at about 2,500-ish, give or take. I'll need to check that out after stream time and make like a... There has to be something somewhere where I can have like a bar that people can go look at anytime. I'm okay playing Dragon Age Veilguard. I know the feeling and I hate it. Yeah, feeling sloshy feels gross. How are you liking Velgard Acelink? I have never played a Dragon Age game, I don't think. I don't believe. Then the human that plays the role of Haru Mizuki becomes the character. Excuse me? What? What? All the time. Too much water. 7 out of 10. Fizz, do you ever fill yourself up with too much water and then like slosh yourself around on purpose just to hear the noises, just to hear like not in a weird way, because I know some of you are going to post like the despair face or the sus face. Yeah, there's one right there. It's not a weird thing. It's not a weird thing, but it's like sometimes you want to hear the water sloshing, and you feel the pipe stretch. Feel you there. Too much water hurts. How can you possibly say that and then say not in a weird way? Because there's a weird way to do things and there's a normal way to do things. Okay? Someone gifted me it. I politely ask you, Tokai, to never post that belly shaking emote in chat again. The neat sleep cycle. You go to bed and you wake up whenever. I always try to wake up at no later than noon every day, Olympies. I try to. Some days I sleep until like 1. Like last night, I forgot to take my medication until like right before bedtime. That kept me up. That kept me up 100%. I was waking up like every single hour after I went to bed, and like I would roll back over and it would take me like I don't know, like probably 30 minutes or so to fall back asleep. So I lost a good deal of sleep last night, so I slept in a bit today. Did I miss the Haru Taco? No, I haven't shown that one off yet. I'll show that off whenever it's time for the fan art. Fizz! Would you like Haru 2 as a sticker? Like a real life purchasable physical sticker. Would you like to have that little guy? I can maybe reach out to the artist that I got it done by and be like, hey, can I purchase commercial rights for this little dude to slap him on a sticker? Hopefully that wouldn't be too expensive. Yeah, I'll put it on my laptop. Let me actually take a look. I think next month is when my skebs should be coming in. Let me have a look-see. I think those are going to be done. God, skeb is not like... It does not provide all of the information that I would like at a quick glance. I want Haru 1 as a sticker. Do you mean me, or do you actually mean Haru 1? Because Haru number 1 is a different fellow, and we're gonna scrub him from history. He will never exist soon. Yeah, it looks like all these skebs are set to be finished next month, which honestly, I thought those were coming sooner than that. Oh man, I thought I was going to get those before my birthday. Okay, we'll have those sometime next month, and then we'll see about getting merch going. Haru, that is a weird way. How? How is that weird? There is no human, there is no role, there is only Haru. Yeah, humans aren't real. S&P 500 ETF equals 500 largest US corporations. Global market ETF is 10,000. Wow. Is that one even more stable and like higher returns? A bad spike? Did it spike again? Did the connection freeze again? What's your current specs? Steam Deck is nice, but it's not great for recent releases outside of indie titles and AA games. Yeah, like the Steam Deck is not very strong. It's strong enough, but it's not very strong. The actual Haru one, sorry, that guy is going in the incinerator. I'm sorry. Steam Decks are better as an alternative gaming PC, or as a free trial until SteamOS finally kills one. Wait. Do they have SteamOS on it? I thought they like stopped making that. Are they still developing that? Huh. No Resident Evil 4 remake VOD. Yeah, that was the first game I ever streamed on this channel. This is going to be in the Haru trivia section, okay? The first game I ever streamed on this channel was Resident Evil 4 remake. That was my day one stream. If you want what was technically my day zero, like testing to see if I could, you know, if I could be like entertaining as a streamer stream. I don't know if I actually have that one saved anywhere or not, but the first thing that I ever played on stream while I was streaming to test to like 2 friends or something like that was Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac, always. I have a lot to say about that game. I've played like a bajillion hours and I have like, I think like 75% of everything unlocked in it right now. I play like just one run every now and then whenever I'm feeling it, you know, and it's like you just slowly chip away and make progress that way. I'm more likely to go with global. I don't want to keep it in America because politics, but it's all new to me, so I have to do research first. Yeah, always do your research. Always do your research. I'm replacing the OS keys on all of my OS keys? You mean like the Windows key? Okay, if you guys don't know, there are these really super insanely cool keycaps that you can get. They are like, I think they're made of resin and they're like clear and they have stuff inside them. Let me see if I can find a good example of that. 'Cause like, you can get some absolutely like insane sicko mode, like wild keycaps on one of these. You can get let me see if I can find like a really cool super Insanomax one. They've got to have some like really cool ones here somewhere. Wait, you made some of those? No way. How do you make them yourself? Returns are around the same, but it's less US focused, so lower risk. Here's a good example of one. Hold on. This is I gotta grab the page source for this because they're trying to hide this from me. They don't want me to see it, LMVs. They don't want me to see this thing. How do I get a screenshot of this? That'll be faster. Let me save this and then pop it up on screen for you guys. But these things get like insanely super cool LMVs. They have some crossovers that you would not expect to. Like a good example is they have a there's like a Lord of the Rings one. There's like I think there was like a Magic the Gathering one. Here's a let me see where I can pop this up on screen. Here's the wait, where did it go? Here's a really cool one on One Piece. Here's a really cool one. Hi, G-Cubed. Hey, Hyatt. How you doing, my man? I'm doing great. How are you? This one is a little tiny Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is an official Yu-Gi-Oh one. Isn't that cool, One-Piece? Isn't that super duper cool? You can buy a mold of them on Amazon, 3D print, or cast the bottom, paint it, and submerge it in clear resin. That is so cool. That is insanely cool. It's so ornate. Yeah, if I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, like I would be all over this. I would be all over this One-Piece. And just in case anybody is interested, if you want to use my cool affiliate link on One-Piece, I don't actually have an affiliate link, but here's the link to it. Tell them that Haru sent you. Okay, tell them that Haru sent you, and they will probably do absolutely nothing. They'll be like, who's Haru? Who's Haru? Gonna need one of those that has my boy, King of the Skull Servants. Like, they have some crazy, like, some crazy cool ones there. I'd like it as a ring. Honestly, you could probably buy it and, like, get it mounted on a ring. It'd be kind of big. It'd be kind of big. Haru 1 is the one on screen now. Haru 2, Haru Jr. is the little guy. Okay, 1, that is not Haru Jr. 2, the one on screen right now is not Haru 1. 3, we're going to get to Haru 4 sometime in the future, and then we can do the we can do the retroactive history thing, and we can make Haru 2 into Haru 1 and pretend that Haru 1 never existed. Show Haru 1 sometime. I think we're good there. I think we're good. Nobody needs to see Haru 1. Nobody needs to see Haru 1. I'm doing great. Got a chef salad and some spicy gumbo for dinner. I love gumbo. Today is amazing. I love Cajun food. Haru 1. Haru 1 erasure? I mean, Haru 1 is a product of different times, Phase. Haru 1 is a product of different times. Right over the cameras? Excuse me. A recent game that is Proto-Haru? Yeah, the first game I ever streamed, on this channel was Resident Evil 4 Remake. A brand new game, Phase. A brand new one. Pretty wild, huh? That was like a fresh release at the time, I believe. Hi, DTW. How's your Thursday? How's your Thursday? I think I saw that. Dang, I gotta ask how bad Haru 1 is. Haru 1 is not representative of the final product. You can buy the crafts for resin. Be sure to use them in a well-ventilated area. Yeah, resin fumes are toxic on these. Same for, if you're doing 3D printing, the PVC that's used in that, the plastic, that stuff is also, like, toxic to breathe in. Do not breathe in the like, microplastic burning 3D printer fumes. Have that in a ventilated area. Please. Please. Is he less puppy? We're not gonna talk about Haru 1. We're not gonna talk about Haru 1. Where's Tin Blue Eyes? Yeah, Tin Blue Eyes, heck yeah. They have, on this page, they have Dark Magician Girl, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. If they have other Yu-Gi-Oh ones, I'm not actually sure. I don't really want to go, like, perusing their selection on stream. But yeah, they have some really cool stuff out there on Phase. Just look up, like, what is like your favorite, I don't know, what is your favorite, like, video game or, like, Western IP? Look that up, plus, like, I think they call them artisan keycaps. Look that up, and yeah, you might find something. You might be, maybe you have to support somebody off of Etsy. Maybe it's not going to be, like, made by some big factory or whatever, but honestly, those can turn out even better sometimes. I'd like it as a ring. If someone proposes to me with a blue eyes ring, I'd say yes. Somebody can propose to me, Phase, without a ring. 100% without a ring. They can just be like, Haru, we've been dating for the last 17 and a half years. Will you marry me? And I'll be like, yes, of course. They don't even need to give me a ring, Phase. Haru 1 erasure. Why not? Retro Haru? Haru 1's old news. Haru 1's old news. I think I saw that, and then I also left slightly afterwards. I mean, that's fair. I feel like at Phase, I don't think I was a bad streamer early on. I definitely feel like I have grown in a lot of different ways as a streamer. I feel like I am a better VTuber now than what I used to be, and, like, it's just natural. It's just natural. That's how things are gonna go, you know? You do things and you just get better at them over time. My early childhood was in Louisiana. So I grew up with a lot of Cajun food. I love it. There was a period of time where I was making a ton of gumbo, and there's this one like root or something that you put in like traditional gumbos. I forget the name of that root every time. Every single time. And honestly, it kind of made it taste gross in my opinion. I stopped adding that root. I stopped adding that because it was kind of yucky. I still probably have a bag of that laying around somewhere. Z-less puppy. Higher one was fine. I mean, debatable. Debatable. We're going to remove that guy from the face of the earth. Microplastic lungs. Let's go. Phase, you don't want to breathe in the microplastics. You're probably already getting too many of those as is. Okay, Haru 1, sure. But what about Haru and a half? Haru and a half was like the time period where I was waiting. I knew that Haru 2 was coming around and I was waiting for him to come in. You know, that was Haru and a half. That was Haru and a half. I love some Pokemon ones. I guarantee you, go on Etsy, look up, in fact, I'll do it right now. Hold on, Etsy. We go on Etsy and we look up Pokemon keycap. Hold up. They are definitely 100% going to have some here. Yep, I found some. Oh, they have a really cool Gengar one on Phase. Hold on, check this out. Am I able to put this on screen or is it gonna yell at me? Look at this cool Gengar. He is not like one of the see-through ones or whatever, but like you can toss him on like your escape key or something that you don't use that often, and honestly, pretty cool. I'm a big time Gengar fan, I won't fuse. They have like evolution ones. They have here's a really cool kind of derpy looking Charizard. Hold on, let me toss this up on screen, I won't fuse. If you ever needed anything to throw away a lot of money on, like custom keycaps, you can go wild with keyboards. You can go absolutely like sicko mode with your keyboard, I won't fuse. Some people spend like literally absolutely astronomical crazy amounts of money on their keyboards. Here's a space bar even. This is a let me enhance this for you guys. It's a space bar that has a Jolteon there. It looks like a shiny Sylveon, I think, an Umbreon, and an Espeon. Isn't that cool, all Phase? I love this kind of stuff. I'd rather not waste money so frivolously for no reason. I mean, that's like saying that buying like figures or like plushes of things that you like is a waste of money. As long as you like it and you're spending your money responsibly. You have to spend responsibly too. That is also important. Like, there's no issue with it. You know, buy the stuff you like. Buy the stuff you like on these. Here's a cool surfing Pikachu one. No, Haru, you can't marry them. You've only just met them this morning. I can't marry who? Nobody's proposed to me yet. Would you get the custom surfing Pikachu keycap I won't phase? Let me tell you, this little dude right here, he is only $29. $29 and you can own Surfing Pikachu. Way more affordable than you would probably assume. Can we honestly get married? I need to go out on a date first. Hi, Great Ninja. How are you today? I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. A wonderful and lovely Thursday. $29 dues for a key. Okay. Let me back this up a little bit. That one that I showed you earlier, the what was it? Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let me pull this one back up. The Blue Eyes White Dragon one, made by an actual like big keycap manufacturing company, that one is $65 for a single key. $65 for one key. So if you're getting them off Etsy and they're like well made, it's not that expensive compared to like what you would normally pay for this stuff. Maybe it is hard. Twitch errors are down. Oh, are they? Am I still like freezing up and stuff on Viz? Bro, they first Pikachu in a pocket dimension? Someone save him! Yeah, let my boy out. Let my boy out on Viz. He doesn't deserve this from time to time. Let me see. What was that site? Down Twitch? Is Twitch down? Errors are looking down, the reports are going down at the time being, but they're still like above average, so I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a Twitch issue or if it's a me issue. You're good? Okay. Well, we'll keep rolling for now, but if it does end up being a me issue, then I do need to call Comcast. I do need to call Comcast. I want my ghost evolution. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. We need an evolution of every typing. Imagine getting proposed by a secret Game Freak employee and then by doing it, inventing the new ground type evolution. Diamondion? That one does not roll off the tongue very well. And if it's like Diamondion, wouldn't that be like a... I know they're minerals and it's not the same, but... No, they're jewels, right? They're crystals. But like a diamond isn't a rock, but like wouldn't it be a rock type if you had Diamondion? It seems close enough, right? Right? Can I propose to you, but not to be married, but to be chill guys who drink diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2? I do not drink soda. I've never played Burnout, but I'd be down to try it. I like what few racing games I've played. Harder, I hate to say it, but we're probably already 50% plastic. How about Gemion? Gems or rocks? Yeah, that'd be a cool one. That'd be a really cool one. Gengar is super popular for some reason. I always thought Haunter was cooler. Cause Gengar has got like he's got like the angry like scowling eyes. He's making this face at you. He's like, I won't face. You better behave or I will slap you upside the head with this Shadow Ball. That's one of his abilities, right? Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball? Or is that an item? This shows how little I know about Pokemon. Imagine getting a keycap for each letter on your keyboard, except it's your favorite Pokemon. His name begins with that letter. That would be cute. That would be cute. Although, I can't imagine you're going to find one for like literally every single Pokemon under the sun. It's probably just going to be the more popular ones that have keycaps made. Like, you could probably go searching and maybe find somebody that's making some other ones, but like I don't know. Maybe not. Let me look out of curiosity. Pokemon keycap Typhlosion. I feel like Typhlosion's not. Oh, Based! Based! He's looking a little bit derpy in there. He's looking a little bit squimped, but they have one of my boy. His face is looking kind of messed up. He's like the dude from Hunt Down the Freeman. His face has been a little messed up, a little bit messed up. Based? Yeah, you messed up my face. Poor thing looks mutated. He got that Chinatown bootleg face. My boy has been spending too much time near the lava OOVs. On down the Cyndaquil. Hold on. They had a Cyndaquil one too. It was like right next to it. Honestly, the Cyndaquil one looks significantly better. This dude looks like he's high quality compared to the really derpy Typhlosion. Look at that little guy, he's cute. What's wrong with that thing? Hey, come on, you gotta be nice to him. I can't think of who to trap in a prison that I would constantly... That I would... Oh, sorry. I'm kind of yawny today since I didn't get good sleep. I can't think of who to trap in a prison that I would constantly tip-tap on my keyboard. Your favorite Pokemon. Diamonds are legit just shiny rocks. Wait, are they? Thank you for the head pat. Also, welcome back, Peter Jojo. How was your pasta? Do you love me, brother? Be strong, Clarence. Be strong for the Emperor. Huh? His own fire betrays him. At least the Cyndaquil is cute, Owlface. At least the Cyndaquil is cute. I feel like there's gotta be at least one. Oh my god! Okay, this is not going to turn into a stream where we just look at these all day, but I kind of dig this one. I think he's 3D printed. He's showing the marks of being 3D printed. He kind of has like the 3D printer lines on him. You can especially see near like his nose and like in between his eyes there. Also, thank you for the tail pat, you cute dude. Let me get a drink. Owlface. I strongly love Sfeel. If I could have like the life-size Sfeel plush, I would be in heaven, Owlface. I would be in heaven. The Sfeel one looks good. I think honestly, if you're somebody that's already doing like cool stuff like making miniatures and stuff, you can probably find some really, really good super tiny like Pokemon that somebody has already made somewhere and like paint up like a little setting for him and just make your own like resin keycap that way. Just do it yourself. Do it yourself. You'll get something that's better looking than my poor boy melted Typhlosion. My problem? Don't look at your keys when typing. I don't think I ever look at my keys. Like ever. Hunt down the Cyndaquil. He looks like an anteater. Oh, please. If I had like, if I had the ability, Owlface, to like make my own like cool stuff like this, maybe you would be getting your own custom Haramizuki artisan keycap where I'm just like a little dude and I'm like legitimately a centimeter big. Pokemon keycaps, but each key has a Pokemon that's first letter of the letter of the key. Yeah, that way like, if you ever forget and like you're looking down at your keyboard and you don't know where like a given key is, you're like, ah, yes, S for Sfeel. That is how the thinking man does his keyboard LMVs. You can be like, where is my M key? Ah, yes, there is Mew. Where's my B key? Ah, there's Bulbasaur. You know? It's so easy, LMVs. He looks a little bit like that worm. What worm? What worm? To be fair, isn't Cyndaquil an anteater? Is that what he's supposed to be? I was never really sure what his like snout thing is supposed to be, honestly. He's a fire mouse. He does have like a weird little snout thing. Like I could not tell you what Cyndaquil is supposed to be, Owlface. I'm not gonna lie, I really love this melted Typhlosion. Hold on, I want to see if they have any like closer up pictures of his face, because he is so messed up, Owlface. He is so messed up. I love this dude. Check him out. He looks like he's seen horrors that he should not have bore witness to. I think they maybe made this little dude like out of sculpting clay or something? Yeah, that's a hedgehog. Reminds me of the collector's edition of The Witcher. I love those messed up collector's editions, Owlface. They bring me such mirth and joy. Oh my god, his head is so messed up. Me after trying to comprehend the Eldritch horrors, look at his head. Ew. his head like comes down into a point. This Typhlosion saw who really did what happened in that lore? The lore? Huh? Oh, you mean the Typhlosion lore. We don't talk about the Typhlosion lore. Okay? Typhlosion is my boy and I will not stand for that slander. I won't be trapped in a keyboard. In a keycap. Honestly, if somebody could make a good, like, itsy bitsy key-sized Awumfi, I would be up for giving it a try. I would try to permanently encapsulate the Awumfi inside the thingy, because I don't know how I would possibly make something high detailed of that size. That would be great, Awumfis. That would be great. I'll go find that meme for you, Harp. Thank you, Pudding. Thank you, Pudding. It was pretty good. I like how Pikachu gets a great one. Typhlosion gets the cruddy one. Imagine being trapped in a keyboard and the fingers are practicing their words per minute all day. Imagine, like, you have one shot at life, Awumfis. You have one shot at life and you're born as this guy. You were unfortunately born as this guy with your melted phase. We all know Feraligatr was the true Gen 2 greatest of all time. No! It's Typhlosion. It's Typhlosion, okay. Alright. The Squishifier activated while Awumfi was cleaning it, and now it's the perfect size for a keycap. Yeah, if he's already been squished down that flat, like, I will build him a little home inside of his keycap. Okay, he can have like a little cabin in there. He'll have like a fridge and maybe a tree. Maybe Feraligatr's cheeked up. I love Feraligatr's big fat butt cheeks on his face. I love Feraligatr's massive dump truck. Hold on. Feraligator back sprite. I love his big butt cheeks on his. Look at the absolute size of this lad's butt cheeks. I love his butt. It's like he's wearing nothing at all. He's wearing nothing at all. I think honestly that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Double cheeked up in the stadium. He's like Colonel, I'm trying to sneak through the Pokemon Stadium, and the clap of my cheeks keeps alerting all the trainers, and we keep having to battle. Extra thick. Say so? I mean, I am a say so streamer. Like, admiring Feraligator's shaped like butt cheeks is a normal thing to do. Okay? Any say so streamer would do that. Any say so streamer would do that. There's woolly worms? Are there worms that are woolly? The wiki says he's based on an echidna? Do you mean an echidna? Like Mr. Knuckles the Hedgehog? Or Mr. Knuckles the echidna. It's in his name. It's in his name. He's not a hedgehog. Hi Snauk. How are you today? How is your Thursday treating you? All good, chat. How would you guys rate the stream so far? Snow? Okay, I'll call you Snow. How would you rate the stream so far on a scale of 1 to 10? You can be brutally honest if you like. You can be brutally honest since we have a new potential Awumfi here. Give it to him straight. Give it to him straight, okay? Rise and shine, Mr. Typhlosion. Rise and shine. I strongly love his Mr. G-Man's voice. Haru is a dog? Twitch recommended? Are they actually recommending me? Wow. Typhlosion. Yeah, hold on. Before we have to go on hourly ad break, let me show you this absolutely like diseased Typhlosion that I found. Hold on. I have like 20 seconds until the ad break kicks in. This dude has seen better days. So this is I found this cool keycap on Etsy, and it's a Typhlosion, but look at this dude's face. It's a little bit melted looking. Like, he's handmade, and that's cool, and he's a custom keycap and stuff, but his face is looking unfortunate. Alright, Phase, it's time for our hourly ad break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. We will show off our fan art, and then we will play some video games. How does that sound? How does that sound? Get up and stretch for me, Phase, and I will see you soon. Hi. Hey, what? Right as I did that, it said disconnected. Is it dead? Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Let me see over here. Oh man. Okay, I'm getting the feeling. Oh, this is just my internet entirely. Huh. Okay, I don't know what to do about this. Wait, are we back? Are we back? Can't tell. Oh man, everything is freezing. Everything is freezing. Is it streaming again? Let me open up my own Twitch chat and see, cause. Okay, are we back at Womfies? We're back. We're so back. Return, refresh. I am so sorry. That was just straight up my internet cutting out, and that has been happening. That has been happening for me recently. So, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do, Womfies. If I will keep rolling for now. I will keep rolling for now. If it stops working again, if my internet cuts out again, I will just end stream a bit early and try like calling up Comcast or something. Cause that one was definitely a me issue. I saw on my computer like my modem looks fine. It's not like blinking or anything, but it definitely like disconnected me for a little bit there. Yippee, dog is back on screen. Okay, I'm a wolf. I'm a wolf for one thing, and you need to learn to respect this, okay? Comcast help, I can't be a funny internet dog, please help. I'm not a dog! I'm not a dog. Also, hi Fully. How are you doing? So super sorry about that, Womfies. Super sorry that it cut out like that. I can see all of your messages. It like retroactively put them in chat. Twitch just killed itself in Minecraft. Okay, so let me show off today's fan art. Like I said, if we have another disconnection moment, I'll just I don't know. We'll just stop if another one disconnects. One way to check if Haru is in fact a dog: throw a stick far, see if he catches. That means more Zatsu, right? No, if my internet like cuts out again, then we're just done for today while I diagnose issues. We all know what you are, Haru. We know you like kissing. I'm not a boy kisser! I'm not a boy kisser, Womfies. Trust me. If I were the boy kisser, if I was the boy kisser, you would know. You would know, okay? But let's see. Let me show off our art. For today we have sorry, I'm still like a little bit I'm caught off guard by my internet randomly disconnecting like that. Hand holder? I'm not a hand holder. Womfies, it's been a very, very long time since I've been in a relationship. Okay. It's been a very, very long time. But our first piece of fan art for today, this is by Tokai. Here it is, Womfies. I have been confirmed for Chapter 4 of Faith. Please look forward to it. The buff heckhound demon, Haru the heckhound, joins their side, Womfies. Joins the side of John Faith and Father Garcia. Haru loves you. Yeah, that'll be the tagline for the next game. I gotta be honest. I didn't realize that was supposed to be Father Garcia's shotgun at first. I thought he had a Tommy gun. You don't get to join? You're a demon? But look at me, I've got my big cross. I'm ready to help, and I'm also really buff.
Let's go fight some demons.
That's me whenever I appear on screen on Phase. Huh? Oh? Rattle and priest. Oh, Phase. This is how it's gonna go down, okay? Father Garcia is going to get a Tommy gun in Act 4. He's going to pepper the demons with bullets while I smack him upside the head with the cross, and then John's going to go over and he's going to hit them with the Bible. It'll do great on One Piece. It'll do gangbusters. I thought Haru was a horse at first. What do you mean a horse? Come on, you have to be nicer to me than that. Who needs faith when you have a gun?
A gun with one bullet.
Thank you very much for this, Tokai. I was super duper, I was like crazy happy whenever I saw this. It took me a moment to be like, huh? 4? What? And then I noticed the colors of the two dudes and I was like, oh, I see. This one was drawn by Peter Jojo. Wait, I can see it. Looks like a horse rearing up on its hind. Wait. Kinda, I guess. I do have the really buff, like, horse legs. Why the long face? Show this to the dev and say, this is the chapter 4 reveal trailer. And the shape of the head. But I like that very much, Tokai. Thank you a lot. This one's by Peter Jojo. I gotta enhancify this one so you can so you can see Awomfi's.
Player 1 or player 2, Awomfi? What's it gonna be?
This is your reaction to how buff I am. Wow, Haru physique reveal. This is what he looks like without the jacket. Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is what I look like under there. I love the Awomfi face. I'd forgotten that. I love the Awomfi face. He's panicked yet having a good time. What do you think, Awomfi? Would you like the player 1 or the player 2 controller? Panicked but still :3. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's the face I make every time I watch Haru stream. Maybe don't make that face most of the time while I'm streaming. But I love that second panel. I'm gonna take P2 because it looks wireless. Okay. You may enjoy your input delay. Okay. How did you already forget your own drawing, Peter Jojo? I was laughing so hard when I was drawing that. It turned out really good. Thank you so much. Our next one, Awomfi's? Peck 1 or Peck 2? Oh god, don't say it that way. That sounds like I'm gonna be breastfeeding the Awomfi. Please don't say it that way. This one is drawn by, this is drawn by Mustbrook. Her art style is super duper great on One Piece. I have a couple of other similar images that she's drawn in the past. I love this style of One Piece. It is a unique, one of a kind. Guys, please don't say it. Don't say the word funny thing and post reaction images in the chat. For what? For what? What am I missing? What am I missing? Never mind, Haru. Was it the breastfeeding comment? Was it the breastfeeding comment? Thank you for the head pat. Thank you for the head pat, Sigurd. Haru? What? That's a nice style. Yeah, must draws nice stuff. Hold on, let me show all the stuff Must has drawn on me. Look at this one, Alvis. This one's cute. Haru head empty. Alumphase, you wouldn't drink male heckhound milk, right? Not the down milk. Not the down milk. No. That's worse than I thought it was. That's worse than I thought it was. Sorry. No, of course not. You can't. You can't. You say that. Gachimochi stream. Here we go. Here's another one that Must has drawn, and here's another one, and here's another one. I like this one a lot, always. This one's cute. He did it again? Did what again? I'm just, you know, I'm just saying stuff, saying what comes to mind. I really like this one, always. This one's great. This one's great. Remember, Alumphase, if you guys weren't here earlier, if you weren't here for the beginning of the Zatsu, you missed a high quality Awu. Okay? And I'm not doing it again this stream. I am not doing it again this stream. So you missed out. You missed out. Those are all great. I think my favorite, my personal favorite, I like this one best. I like the Alu best. It reminds me of another one that Hanabi did for me. Hold on. Reminds me of this one, Alumphase. Let's hear it again. You're not getting another Alu. You already got one. You already got one this stream. Don't be greedy, okay? If you get 2 Alus per stream, what do you have to look forward to in the future, huh? Huh? That's what I thought. You can't come up with anything. Where did I put the other one? Oh man, did I not put that on here? Okay, so if you're in the Amufi Cord, which you should be, you probably saw Sam's taco. You probably saw Sam's taco. Whenever I need Nalu, I just go to the Clips channel. Where did I put that? Right here. Sam, printed off Haru 2 and, put that little dude in his taco. I'm not sure why. I didn't get one. I wasn't here. Everyone else promised me they'd mute. They'd mute what? Mute me? Mute me so that they didn't hear? I mean, I won't phase. You gotta be here from the start to get the Alos, okay? That's just how it works. That's how it works. Haru 7 sticker 1. What do you mean Haru 7? What do you mean Haru 7? We're not up to Haru 7 yet. I like the Fleshfang one. I like all of Must's drawings. They're all really good. Haruvel. But I don't know. I'm fond of Haru 2. Oh man, is my internet cutting out again? Oh man, am I still connected? Can you guys hear me? Oh boy. It's about to die, isn't it? Hi, are we still going? No, message failed to send. Okay. I guess that is it for today's stream. I suppose.